Hi, students. How are you doing? Welcome to Naya Sim or Simnaya, and thank you all so much for all the love and support. Hope you all are doing great. So, this video we are going to talk about how we should not even bother, cry, or feel lonely that other people, Hispanic, Asians, are not coming out for us, or every other person we have helped so far to push themselves forward. Nobody is coming out to speak for our community or help our community and or like be part of us. There is nothing to bother about it. The truth is that we are already supposed to understand that they do not even care, even as how far we have come helping other people. But there is something that I've always said that Black people's help to other people does not equate or does not mean that you all are supposed to come back and assist us when we are in need. But courtesy demands that you or stand up or respect people's opinion at a particular point in time. That is how life should be. So let us focus on ourselves now, because that is the most important thing right now, right? I see how far we've been pushing some certain things. We've been making sure that the system that has been working against Black people is being dismantled so that everybody can enjoy themselves, right? But you know what? Stay glued. Let's get into this video. Here we
Good morning, TikTok. So every so often I have to put out a version of this video. And I sure do hate it, but it's necessary so that people understand where I'm coming from. You know, racism is one of the most nuanced subject matters that there is. There is just so many layers to it. And talking about it is the only way that we peel back the layers so that we understand it, how it affects us, and we learn how to navigate it. It's a lot. And as Black people, if nothing else, we are entitled, each and every one of us, because we all have to deal with it. And it's levels to it. We are entitled to feel how we feel about having to deal with it. And there are some of us who have dealt with out and out hate crimes. And then there are some of us who have had obstacle after obstacle put in our way because of racism and white supremacy. We have been navigating it for our whole lives. We've lost out on opportunities. We have been called the N-word. That's a lot of hate to navigate. And sometimes it can turn us into versions of ourselves that also hate. I don't want to be a hateful person. Excuse me. That's not who I am at my core. I believe that Black people are the most marginalized community that there is, and as a Black person, I have a certain amount of responsibility to be an asset to my community and to help Black people. And that is why I put Black people first. It is why I am pro-Black. Sometimes the algorithm isn't as smart as I need it to be, and it will put me in a category with, like, say, hoteps. Not all of who are hateful, but unfortunately, a lot of them are very angry. And they bring that anger and hate and vitriol to my page, to my space. And I'm not okay with that. I don't have to hate white people in order to put Black people first. That's not who I am. That's who the algorithm thinks that I am. And that's, excuse me, that's who some of you think that I am. And that's not who I am. If you have hard, hateful things to say about white people and other non-black people. Feel your feelings. But I can't allow you a platform. I can't offer you my platform to do that. You have your own platform if that's what you need to do, baby. But I can't let you access my platform for that. I can't let you poison other black people in that way. If you want to, if this is what racism has turned you into, I'm not trying to change your mind. I'm not here to do that. I'm just saying that that's not who I am. That's not who most of the black people that follow me are. You have your own platform in which to preach hate. You can't you can't use my platform for that. I don't know how many times that I have to come on here and say that I do not hate white people. I do not hate Latino people. I do not hate Asian people. I don't have a problem with none of those people until they show me that they are anti-black and or racist. Then I have a problem with that individual, but not the group. However, I can acknowledge that those groups tend to be more anti-black and racist than not. That's the case more so than not. I can acknowledge that, which is why I navigate those groups very carefully. But I ain't gotta hate them. Nobody's gonna tell me to hate anybody. I hope that I have made myself clear this morning on that, because y'all doing too much. Go do that on your page and your space, because some of these comments that I'm deleting, I'm praying hard for you. I am. But this is not a hate the white man or hate whitey space. That's not what this is. These are educated conversations about black people navigating racism. That's what this is. I could see if some of that hate and vitriol was doing you or black people in general some good. While you spewing all that hate, what are you actually doing for your community? And what are you actually doing for black people? Are you teaching them to grow food? Are you teaching them to defend themselves? Are you teaching them how to use firearms? Are you teaching them how to read? Are you teaching math? Are you teaching science? Are you teaching construction? Are you teaching architecture? Are you teaching how to live off the land? Are you teaching them how to create their own resources? I go to your pages and I don't see none of that going on. I don't even see a single thing that you have ever done to help a single black person, aside from just be hateful. And that's not what's gonna help us to overcome. Y'all have a good one. Stop crying about how white people and other non-black people don't support you in your community. Stop worrying about them so much. Worry about whether or not you like you, and whether you are supporting other black people, and whether you are supporting your communities. You put too much value on what they think and what they do and what they feel. They aren't important. We are. We are what is important to our own communities.
So my friend here says that he takes care of his community and he doesn't live there. And what he means by there is around black people who are, in his estimation, violent and don't do anything to help themselves because they play the victim card. And my argument is, when we only think about ourselves, that only contributes to the problem, and that's that individualism that is a tenet of white supremacy coming out. And he goes and he doubles down on it again by talking about his community, and it's all our community. And as a white person, my responsibility is to deconstruct the white supremacy that our country was built on, because it was my people who built it and who created a system that is still having a negative impact on Black Americans. And don't forget, most Black Americans persevere through it. It's when the stereotypes start going round and round and we start saying, oh, if you look through my comments, you'll see some horrific things. And those things do not apply to the vast majority of Black people. So obviously I take issue with that. But it is my responsibility, and you, every single white person watching this, responsibility to do something. Because we created this problem and it is our responsibility to fix it. Not because I'm guilty, not because I'm a white savior, but because I see the reality, and I know that such a small percentage of our country that makes up our Black population cannot fix it on their own. It will have to take white America to solve this problem.
Just so we're clear, this is all manufactured. The alleged hate between Black folks and these liberation movements, it's not true. It's all made up, but it's intentional. It's completely intentional. The purpose of it is to disempower and discredit these movements. Best way to do it is to sprinkle in a little bit of anti-Blackness, and it will sprout and it will grow. Why? Because a lot of folks involved in these movements haven't attempted to challenge the hate within themselves. And a lot of these folks carry anti-Black sentiments. These anti-Black sentiments are gonna grow, and we've witnessed it happen before. We're watching it actively happen now. Just look at this app for the last month. Just look at how people have been engaging with Black creators, specifically Black women creators. We peeped for the last month. A sudden shift that came out of nowhere. I say nowhere in quotations. But this whole thing is manufactured. It's made up with the intent to destroy this movement. So for folks who want to keep this movement and this momentum going, you're going to need to address the anti-Blackness. Period. Point blank. The end. To the influencers who keep pushing this, who keep wanting to villainize the folks who literally put their jobs, their opportunities, their bodies, their lives on the line, the folks who have rode with y'all the entire time, the folks who will easily, quickly come to your aid, I hope it was worth it. I hope whatever you got out of this was worth it. Because personally, I can't imagine being one of the reasons why the movement to save my own people gets shut down. Because I decided to loudly sprinkle in my own anti-Blackness. Yikes. Do some soul searching, give the check back if you got paid. Let's keep this thing going. We got people to save, we got oppression, and we got work to do. Okay, thanks, bye.
So this is all I got from this video, and shout out to everybody that talked or spoke on this video. I mean, the truth is that I keep saying this all the time. 1 minute. And we do not have to bother about other people supporting us. Like she said, she does not hate anybody or something, or probably trying to look for some. Number one is that truth is that nobody has been speaking for us. It's not like they don't. And people do not speak for us today or tomorrow. I mean, probably we are just going to die off. Nobody's dying off. Nobody. We will still survive, like we have always been surviving. We really have to take pride on this and stop looking for anybody to speak for us. Stop crying how other people do not support us in our community, how they do not want to identify with us, how they do not want to recognize with our struggles, how they do not also want to speak about our struggles. The truth is that they know all this. They know what you are going through. They know the things, the challenges Black people are facing. If I say that they do not know, I absolutely will be lying to myself. They understand. They know. They know. They see it happen to us. They see you cry online. But I mean, one thing I have noticed is that it is not their business. When something is not affecting you directly, you probably might not even want to be part of it. because some of them benefit from that same system that is oppressing the other people. So why would you want them to come out and support or help you or render their voices to you? Like, who do you want them to? There is something that I always say, that for the fact that they know that some people are below them, some people are the superior and some people are not the superior. So if they want you all, or if they make you all to become on the same equal this thing, who do you want them to, to oppress, or who do you want them to tell that we are bigger than you or we are better off? So they want to hold that power. That power is something that is very dear to them. They want to hold it so tight, in the sense that they also do not want you to experience it. But so far, I am really grateful for how far we have come and how far we've walked through. I mean, will I say that there has not been? I keep saying this. That it has been a great ride so far for my own people, for people that look like me, in the sense that there is a difference. Like, from where our ancestors started to this very moment, I am going to say that there is difference. It means we are doing amazingly great for ourselves. So let us not focus on the people that are not accepting or are not willing to help us. Let us focus on how far we can come as people, stand on our own, push it as no matter how hard it is, and make sure that we get a result. And while we are pushing it, I want us to also recognize that everybody will also not be, even when you are a black person, as a black person, every black person will also not want to identify with you. Why? Because some people are definitely going to be coons, Uncle Rukus, and all that. That is a path they have chosen. But I am identifying with the people that have, that already said that this is the path we want to take, and that we are going to make sure that we come out successful. That is the only people I am identifying with. I am not trying to identify with any Uncle Rukus. Right? So what bothers my own people, it's also it's bothering me too. So let's not focus on the people that are not ready to work things out with us, or that are not ready to help us out, or the ones that we have already helped out that come back to tell us that we are of no good. Why? Because they want us to drop our sweat. They want all our sweat in their plate. Now, I also want us to understand that even the people that we came out to speak for, some of them also do not want it to progress. Why? Because they do not want to see any good thing come out from you. So they thought that we are going to put them first no matter what. Why? Because you are privileged. According to them, they said that you are privileged. So you are part of the people making things harder for them. Why are you not supposed to support them till the end? And these people are the people that left the people that are supposed to be at the forefront. There are actually people that are supposed to be at the forefront fighting for them. But we came out. The people that are supposed to be at the forefront did not come out. We came out. We helped. Now, our help is no longer, it's kind of useless. Why? Because we decided to go back. You all decided to go back home and take care of home before every other person, as you should. So let our focus be on ourselves. Focus on ourselves. Do us, elevate us, uplift us. And I am really hoping that in the end, this is going to be worth it, because it's really been a long ride for people that look like me. Yeah, so do not feel so bad, right? Because I know I have been putting up a lot of videos seeing people being so mean to my own people. Making us feel like we are not part of the world, because that is what it looks like. Because there is nothing as horrible as seeing someone that you guys were had the same voice with, at one point decided to withdraw and tell you that we are no longer on the same level. Like, you guys do not have to speak for us anymore. You have to talk for us anymore. Why? Because you choose yourself first before any other person, as you should. But then I am wishing us well in everything. And I hope that in the end, it's really going to be worth it. See you all in my next video. Bye for now.